is a great time to bring you in, because the fact of the matter remains that entrepreneurs often have myopia and that they fall in love with their product, and yet the fiscal management can fall way behind, right? So, given your exposure at Tax Mantra Global, to what extent does that fiscal management play a critical role in that startup seeing the light of day?
Thanks, Pooja, and thanks ET Now for having me today. See, let me first touch upon on the point in terms of why Kolkata, right?
Please.
So I was working with the Big Four till 2010 in Bangalore, and I had all the option to start my venture in 2010 in Bangalore or Mumbai, right? But I came back and started from Kolkata, and I don't have any regret as of today, right? And there are reasons why, and I think many times we talk about that Kolkata doesn't have enough VCs and a lot of investable startups. But what I have felt, because interestingly what we have built at Tax Mantra Global is a global firm wherein we are delivering services from Kolkata, wherein 75% of our people in Kolkata, but we're delivering to UK, US, and Singapore and Dubai. And we realized that startups which are in Bangalore or in Hyderabad or in Mumbai, many times they get distracted because of too much of noise around them. And I have seen that. So many times, initially first 3 years, you need lot of noise-free surroundings around you where you can build something. You don't get distracted by unnecessary funding initially.
So like you're incubated within an incubator.
Right.
Okay.
Now coming back to the corporate governance and finance discipline, see, again, what's happening in last 3-4 years, lot of news about what's happening in startups, the challenge with corporate governance, the challenge with the way they behave after they raise capital. I think, and that's where I think discipline needs to come in. And I feel that it's a collaborative and collective effort of both, on the VCs also and startup also. What I have seen that many times you raise capital, but you don't build enough internal systems and control, and wherein in the name of flexibility, many times, and I will be very candid, in the name of flexibility for founders, they kind of don't implement the right controls and governance. For example, we all sign affirmative rights in the shareholder agreement, right?
Right.
How many of investors actually go and talk to startup that what is your quarterly budget and are you spending as per your quarterly budgets, right? So we as an ecosystem, we all are at fault. If you talk about the latest news or recent developments in last 3-4 years, that's one thing. But having said that, I mean, the kind of money we have raised, we have 100+ unicorns. I think this will come up. We are maybe 2 decades behind US in terms of where we were. But I think there is a difference between business failing and difference between a scam, right? If a business fails, that is perfectly fine, yeah? But if it fails because of scam, then there is a problem, right? So I think that needs to be resolved, and I think I'm very hopeful that that will happen for startups. And that's where many times, if you have to be in the news, if you have to have good news every quarter. Now that's a challenge, right? Or you have to have good news every month, which you need to report to your investors. That's a challenge. So I think that's where the learning uptake has to happen.
It's time for a short break.